Hi, I'm Teresa Marbach. Welcome to the show. I'm looking forward to today's program as we'll be speaking to you about how to create the life that you want and how to get all that you desire. We're going to be talking about the law of attraction. Some of you may be familiar with this law as it's been featured in numerous articles as well as being the main subject of a popular book and movie entitled The Secret. My guest today is Dr. Joe Vitale. Joe says his new program, the Awakening course, will teach you in just a very short time how the law of attraction really works and how you can create the life you desire. Dr. Vitale will take you beyond the law of attraction and show you the secret that has been missing. Joe, welcome to the show.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Wonderful to have you. You have quite a long list of credits. Let's see if I can get them here.
All right.
So you have been featured in The Secret. You are a best-selling author of many books, including The Attractor Factor, The Key, Zero Limits, many others. You have been a guest on Larry King Live and on The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch. And you have founded the Miracles Coaching Program as well. And we're here today to discuss the Awakening course.
Absolutely.
And this course is supposed to be easy and simple and would give people the lives they desire. Can you explain a bit of it for our
Well, first of all, it's not supposed to be. It is. The Awakening course takes people from where they are at to where they want to be. And too many people are leading a life of struggle and desperation. And I did too. I was homeless at one point. I was in poverty for the longest time. I got past it, obviously, and with all the credits that you've given and all the books that I've written, it's pretty apparent that I found something that has made a difference in my life. Well, I've turned that into something that can make a difference into everybody's life, including yours and anybody that's watching right now, and I call it the Awakening course.
Now, in this course, you say it teaches us quite quickly in a very short time. It's not too work-intensive.
That's not work intensive at all. If you think putting 5 CDs in the machine and listening to them and putting 1 DVD in and listening to it and watching it and working with 1 workbook is effort, then it takes that much effort. But it's designed to be simple and effortless. What I've done is taken the span of time that it's taken me to go from homeless to multimillionaire, from unknown to best-selling author, from never being into movies to being in 7 movies now. I've learned what it takes to get results, to attract what you really want in your life, and I've condensed that learning period so that you don't have to take 3 decades to learn this. You could actually learn it in about 3 days by listening to the program, listening to the DVD, playing with the workbook, incorporating all of this, and you can awaken too. The Awakening course is designed to take people that are unhappy, that are desperate, that are out of work, that don't have a relationship, that are sitting at home feeling miserable, and they don't know how to get out of it. It helps them transcend that and go to the next level. It helps them to awaken.
You list all of these things, and I'm thinking, well, isn't that the human condition? Don't we all have to suffer?
No, we don't have to suffer. I'm glad you said that. It has been the human condition, and everybody thinks that life is suffering. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to suffer anymore. You've already done it. You've already suffered. If you believe that you have to suffer, take a look at your life, and you can admit, I've suffered. I'm here as a spokesperson to say that this is the turning point in your life. You need to awaken. You need to realize that your life can be much easier, much more effort-free, that you can have and attract all the things that you've been wanting if you just learn how to do it. But the struggle, if you want to struggle anymore, it's your choice, because I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do it anymore.
Now, you say you were on the streets and you were homeless, and that you got through that. And you are bringing this then to the Awakening course so that we don't have to, quote, go through all of that?
Absolutely. I'm on a mission here. I'm on a mission to make a difference in everybody's lives, because I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to go without a home. I know what it's like to go without a meal. I know what it's like. At one point, I never even admitted this before, but 30-some years ago, I had to shoplift to eat. That's how desperate I was. And I didn't have work. And I remember I'd given all of my money to an agency that was going to give me work overseas. They went bankrupt. The owner of the company committed suicide. I ended up on the streets. I ended up I was miserable. I had to learn how to save my own life. And as I saved my own life and went beyond survival into thriving, into prosperity, I'm now at the point where I want to teach everybody else that you can do this too. If you're at all open-minded about making a difference by learning something new, you can transcend where you're at, and I don't care where you're at. You can transcend it to go to the next level. That's what the Awakening course is all about. It describes the 4 stages of awakening so you can leave where you are to go where you want to be. It takes you by the hands and shows you how to get there.
You know, we've mentioned The Secret, we've mentioned your books. Do those that are interested in this program have to have this background of familiarity with other programs?
No, not at all. I do cover what the secret is. I do cover what the law of attraction is. I do cover the basics. I take you from the first stage, which I call victimhood, and most of us have been born into that, and most people sadly go to their death still feeling like a victim. But I take you past that, and on that journey, on that little adventure, I explain the movie The Secret, the law of attraction, and then I take you past that into a whole new level of being. You know what the foundation of the whole Awakening course is? There's a statement by Einstein, and he said you cannot solve the problems that you have with the same mentality that created them. So you have to awaken from what's causing your problems and go to the next level. But how do you awaken? That's why I created the Awakening course, so you can go beyond it, so you can awaken past what has actually created your problems. Yes, I'll explain the secret. Yes, I'll explain the law of attraction, but I'm going to take you far beyond it.
Joe, this is the perfect time for all of this. I mean, I'm looking at the world. Gas prices are soaring. You know, foreclosures on homes are at an all-time high. People aren't even vacationing the way they used to. Money is very, very tight. It's a difficult time in the world. So what can you bring to the table with the Awakening course? Where's the hope for us all?
What you just described is what most people are doing. They're paying attention to outer reality. What I've learned is you have to go within yourself and change the inner you. When you change the inner you, the outer changes. Too many of us are paying attention to the media. Too many of us are paying attention to the doom and gloom. Too many of us are reacting to circumstances and not creating life the way we want it to be. We have to turn within. We have to clean up our own belief system. We have to go for what we want. We have to know what we want, and we go for what we want. When you do that, all of the other stuff either doesn't matter or it changes. This is actually good. When people are feeling the pain of the economy and they're feeling the pain of gas prices going up and they're worried about their job, it motivates them to do something different. It motivates them to say, maybe what I've been doing in the past doesn't really work. Maybe it's time for me to look for a new solution or create a new solution. That's what I'm doing with the Awakening course. I'm showing them a door. You can go through this door. You can keep going down the rocky road of life, or you can go through this door that Joe Vitale says is called the Awakening course. And when you go through that door, you find an escalator through life. Then it becomes easier.
Wonderful. And what I hear and what I know is that it's a very proactive, let's get moving kind of program. That many of them are theory and many of them, you know, talk a lot, but this is taking us forward, moving.
I'm a great believer in taking action. It's one of my mottos. You know, I'm in the movie The Secret saying the universe loves speed. I'm here saying that your life wants action right now. Most people are just sitting around waiting for something to happen. They're waiting for the mail to come. They're waiting for the phone to ring. They're waiting for somebody to say, here's the job, here's the car, here's the house, here's the relationship. You have to do something. Your part in the co-creation process means you must take action. And too many people are doubting themselves, not taking action, questioning their theories and their choices, and they're not just moving forward. You have to move forward and you have to take action. But what kind of action? This is again something that's covered in the Awakening course, but because you have to tune in within yourself, find what I call inspired action, which is unique to you. I have my own inspired action. You have your own inspired action. Everybody else has it that's unique to them. They have to tune into it. When they hear it, they must act on it. The universe likes speed. Money likes speed. If you want to get results, you must take action.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Joe Vitale, best-selling author of The Attractor Factor and Zero Limits, whose speaking engagements and seminars are sellouts, who's been featured on covers of successful magazines, who's been seen on The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch and Larry King Live, and who's been featured in the movie and book The Secret, is now bringing his new program, The Awakening Course, direct to you on this first-time special TV offer. This could be the most important step you ever take to get control of every part of your life. Whether it's money, love, a successful relationship, or financial freedom, Joe and his Awakening course will teach you in just a very short time how to love and enjoy your life even more. With the Awakening course, you will receive the lessons on easy-to-listen-to CDs, a simple-to-follow inspired action workbook, and the DVD of the Awakening course live. And by acting now, you will receive 2 extra special bonus CDs, The Awakened Relationship and The Awakened Millionaire. The entire Awakening course is yours for only $89.95. Turn your fears into personal power and life change. Get inspired. Pick up the phone and call, or even easier, go online to order. But order right now. Joe is so confident that the Awakening course will change your life so dramatically that he is now offering free shipping. The entire Awakening course, plus bonus CDs, free shipping, and a 30-day money-back guarantee make this the easiest decision you ever have to make. Be happy today. Order now.
Welcome back. Well, I've completed the Awakening course myself, and it truly is an awakening of sorts. What has really touched me, I don't want to give away too much, but step number 3 has been very, very powerful. Why it's been powerful, I feel, is that I worry a lot. And step number 3 gives me action steps that I can take that just let the worry dissipate.
Well, that's wonderful that you're pointing that out, because it's my favorite stage, actually. There's 4 stages in the Awakening course. Most people don't know of any of these stages at all, but the third one that you're talking about, which is called surrender, is very powerful because most of us are very controlling. We're trying to control our lives, and our ego is trying to direct everything that's happening. We want things to happen at the right time, at the right place. We want what we want when we want it.
Now, yesterday.
Yes, absolutely. But what's happening is that we are profoundly unhappy because we can't control everything. We can't. Now, in stage 2, I teach you about empowerment, and I teach you about what you can control and what you can't control. But at a certain point, you have to transcend that. You have to awaken to stage 3. And in stage 3, you learn 4 phrases. If you just take one phrase, which has 3 words in it, and you start saying those inside yourself, you change your self-talk. It changes your whole body-mind system. It changes the energy that you send out. And from a law of attraction standpoint, or even forget the law of attraction, just from a psychological standpoint, you react differently to everybody around you. You transform your experience of life because you surrender to what's already happening. It doesn't mean that you're just rolling over and playing dead. It means that you're surrendering to a higher power, which is directing you through your life. This is in stage 3. When you get to stage 4, miracles are actually happening at this point. But you focused on stage 3. For all the worry warts that are out there, for all the people that are trying to control everything and finding that they're not winning doing that, they're not actually getting the results that they say that they want, it's time for them to learn a better way. It's time for them to awaken. That's what the Awakening course does. It teaches them all of these different stages, but that one in particular has a certain beauty to it. Because when you really do surrender, and I explain what you surrender to, you surrender into this life of moment-by-moment awe, moment-by-moment magic. And your life becomes one of total gratitude for what's going on. And you start to get more of what you want as a result. It's complicated to explain in 1 minute, but that's why I created a course where you can just slide into CDs and listen to them at your own leisure.
Well, what I find awesome is I don't have to think too much.
Yeah, we want to come from our heart. We actually want to come from someplace deeper. And I teach you how to do that in the Awakening course. I talk about going deeper than your mind, because your mind can't see all the opportunities for you. It can't see all of the choices available to you. But a deeper aspect of you that's connected to the universe, per se, can see all of the possibilities. But you have to get out of your ego, you have to get out of your head, you have to get out of this strict thinking and go down to something deeper where it's coming from your heart. When you come from your heart, you're starting to come from something that's connected to everybody's hearts, and then you can manifest and attract all the things that you want in your life.
So you're telling me, staying in my heart, I can get all my deepest desires happening in my life. The car, the boat, the wonderful relationship, the friendships, the peace of mind. I can have all of that?
You can have all of that or more. See, most of us say that they want a particular relationship, or they want a particular job, or they want a particular amount of money, or a house, or a car, or whatever, but they're coming from their head. And their head limits what's possible for them. Their head has a lot of limitations in it to begin with, but their head is coming from the advertisement they saw on television, the advertisement they saw in a magazine, the car they saw the neighbor drive. But if you come from your heart, you find something that's unique and right for you. And that's the big difference. When you come from your heart, you're coming from this loving place. And that's where, when you open it up, you can pull into your life all the things that you want, or even better than what you ever imagined before, because you surprise yourself by what's available to you when you get out of your head. That's part of what you have to awaken to.
Oh, sounds wonderful. For those of you that may be just joining us today, we're speaking with Dr. Joe Vitale. You may know him from his appearance in the movie and book, The Secret. You may have read one or more of his best-selling books, seen him on Larry King Live or on The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch. Joe has developed a new program entitled the Awakening Course. It's said to be the most complete program to help you get everything you desire in your life. Joe, tell us a little bit more again about the program and how it works.
Well, I'll tell you, the program is very profound, and I'm very proud of it. I've done a lot of work before. I've written a lot of books. I've done things like The Missing Secret. I have a miracles coaching program. But what I've done is create the Awakening course to help everybody that's sitting at home, that they can't get to some of my other products, or maybe they can't afford some of the other ones. I've made this as affordable as possible. This describes the law of attraction, but it goes past the law of attraction. A lot of people have heard of the law of attraction, meaning that you pull into your life everything based on your beliefs. Your energy that you're sending out is what you're matching and then bringing in terms of outer experiences. But a lot of people have heard about the law of attraction and they say it doesn't work. Well, what's going on there? Well, I actually know what they're talking about because I have learned, I've awakened to this statement, and I found the missing secret that explains that everything that you're getting in your life is coming to you because of your unconscious beliefs. You can consciously say, I want this wonderful relationship, but unconsciously, if you believe you don't deserve a relationship, you will sabotage it. It will not happen. If you consciously say, I want to attract more money in my life, but unconsciously you're saying things like, money's evil, money is bad, rich people are corrupt, if I have a lot of money, taxes will just take it all. If you have any of those beliefs, you will push it away, but you won't know you're pushing it away. You'll think to yourself, I'm using the law of attraction. I know the movie The Secret, or I read the book, or even they read some of my stuff, and they know about how this works, but they're not pulling it into their life. Why aren't they pulling it in? Because they have these unconscious counter intentions. Release the unconscious counter intentions using the principles in the book and the exercises I give in this program, and then you can attract all the things you consciously want. Then the relationship comes, then the money comes, then the health comes, then the job comes, because there's nothing blocking it. What's blocking it? Your internal beliefs. That's what needs released.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Joe Vitale, best-selling author of The Attractor Factor and Zero Limits, whose speaking engagements and seminars are sellouts, who's been featured on covers of successful magazines, who's been seen on The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch and Larry King Live, and who's been featured in the movie and book The Secret, is now bringing his new program, The Awakening Course, direct to you on this first-time special TV offer. This could be the most important step you ever take to get control of every part of your life. Whether it's money, love, a successful relationship, or financial freedom, Joe and his Awakening course will teach you in just a very short time how to love and enjoy your life even more. With the Awakening course, you will receive the lessons on easy-to-listen-to CDs, a simple-to-follow inspired action workbook, and the DVD of the Awakening course live. And by acting now, you will receive 2 extra special bonus CDs, The Awakened Relationship and The Awakened Millionaire. The entire Awakening course is yours for only $89.95. Turn your fears into personal power and life change. Get inspired. Pick up the phone and call, or even easier, go online to order, but order right now. Joe is so confident that the Awakening course will change your life so dramatically that he is now offering free shipping. The entire Awakening course, plus bonus CDs, free shipping, and a 30-day money-back guarantee make this the easiest decision you ever have to make. Be happy today. Order now.
Welcome back. Joe, your Awakening course takes us through 4 steps, and those 4 steps can change our lives incredibly. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Well, there's actually 4 stages, and there's several steps between each stage, but there's 4 stages, and people need to understand most people are born into a state of mind that can best be described as being a victim. And most people stay in that victimhood mentality almost till their death. Hopefully along the way comes something like a book. Could be The Attractor Factor, it could be the movie The Secret or the book The Secret, it could be any number of things, and they start to wake up to new power within them. And at that point they move into a second stage, which I'm going to call empowerment. And they start to realize, oh, I can attract things into my life. I can attract a new car, I can attract a new house, I can attract the relationship, wealth, fill in the blank, whatever they want. But at some point they realize it doesn't always work. They're not always attracting what they want. They are coming from a place of, well, if I'm attracting everything, what about the negative experiences in my life too? What about the car accident? What about the fact that I got laid off? Why am I divorced? Why am I bankrupt? They start to wonder, why are they attracting the negative as well? And I have to point out that they attract everything. The law of attraction says it's a law. It's not a feel-good principle that says you only attract the things that you dance around the streets because you're happy because you attracted it. You also attract the stuff that you're not so happy about. And you have to realize, why is that happening? Why are you attracting things that you don't particularly want? This goes back to the idea, and I explain it in the Awakening course, that you're attracting things based on your unconscious mind. Unconsciously, you have beliefs about self-destruction, about self-sabotage, about deservingness, about negativity. Unconsciously, you're absorbing messages about the environment from the media, from the government, from all different kinds of sources, which may or may not serve you. And as you live out those, you start to attract things that you later say, I didn't particularly want that. So in the second stage, at some point, you have to awaken from that. And you have to go into what I call surrender, which is the third stage you were talking about earlier. But how do you surrender? What do you surrender to? What are the little tools that you use within yourself? And I say there's 4 phrases you can use. One in particular is only 3 words. And if you start saying those, and I'm saying them in my mind right now as I talk to you, and I'm saying them right now to transform my own energy, to send out a signal from my heart based on love to your heart and to everybody else that may be watching. And all of this is to transform and to surrender to something bigger than me. To surrender to something bigger than my ego. Joe's ego can only see so far down the street and only has these little pipsqueak little dreams, but the universe, the higher power, whatever you want to call this bigger energy field, has more in store for me if I will allow it to give it to me. So that's stage 3, surrender. Stage 4 is the awakening itself. I have never talked about the awakening before. I have never written about the awakening before. You can go through all of my books, you can go through the movies I'm in, you can go through my audio programs, my DVDs, you can go through my website. You will not see any references to the awakening because I didn't know about it. As I've worked on myself, and again, as you know, Teresa, I went from homeless into poverty into where I'm at now. How did I do that? I narrate all of this. I tell my story, even the tough stuff to confess in this program. I do it all to help you. I do it all to inspire you, to inform you, and to motivate you. And when I learned about the awakening, I was excited and I wanted to tell everybody else. So this program, again, it's all based on Einstein's very statement that you can't solve the problems that you have in your life based on the mentality you have right now. That's what created it. You have to transcend it. How do you transcend it? How do you awaken it? You have to go through the 4 stages in the Awakening course. When you get to the awakening, that's when you lead this life of moment by moment awe. It's the best way I can describe it. It's magic and miracles. It's living on the escalator of life. And everybody looks at you and go, how did that happen? How did that person, how did they look at me?
What's that guy doing?
Yeah, so how did I go from homeless? I was on the streets. I slept on the steps of a post office. I slept in a church. How do I go from that to having this luxurious lifestyle and a car collection and starting a movement to end homelessness was what I'm doing next in this country. I'm moving on in my own life. How did I do that? You awaken. That's how you do that. And the Awakening course shows you how.
Joe, you know, money has become such an issue in people's lives. I almost feel like we treat it like a demigod. What are your words of wisdom as far as money and how to get out of debt?
Well, that's a great topic. I've had a love-hate relationship with money, and at this point, I love it. And I attract it mightily into my life, and I welcome it into my life, and I'm very grateful for it to be in my life. But at one point in my life, again, being homeless and being in poverty, I wanted money, but again, those unconscious beliefs in my own life were asking me to push it away because I felt it was bad. I've learned that money's neutral. Money is just paper or coin. There's nothing to it. We give it meaning, and that's a clue. We have to awaken to the meaning that we give it. If you give it good meaning like I do, I now like money. I think that's a useful tool. It's wonderful to have. So I'm giving it a very positive meaning. But if you're giving it a negative meaning, if you're saying that I want money, but I also don't want to have it in my life because it's going to corrupt me, you'll actually push it away. So you have to awaken to what you are giving meaning to when it comes to money. And in the Awakening course, I talk about this. I have a 5-step formula in the Awakening course for attracting money or anything else that you'd like to have. And it's very easy. It's very direct. Very simple, 5 steps. They're in the workbook that's in the course. I narrate them to you if you don't want to use the workbook. And there's a bonus CD in here called the Awakened Millionaire, which I think a lot of people will find fascinating because I talk about what does it take to be an awakened millionaire? What does that as a description? And how do you live your life where you have a good relationship with money so you're no longer pushing it away, but you're actually attracting it into your life? I cover all of that in the Awakening course.
Wonderful. Now, when we talk about money, relationships isn't far behind.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
How many of us argue with our loved ones over money and think that that's the issue?
Yeah.
And I know that's a little bit of a trick. Can you talk to us a little bit about relationships?
Well, that's good too, because your relationship with yourself, your relationship with money, your relationship with other people, these are all essential. You know, all the things that come to you in your life are going to come to you through other people. So if you don't have a good relationship with yourself to begin with, because if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, everybody's going to know you're not very likable because you're not likable to you. And then after you clean up that, you want to have good relationships with other people. But what's an awakened relationship? I actually have a CD that's a bonus with the Awakening course where I talk about the awakened relationship. And sad to say, almost nobody has an awakened relationship. We have all these agreement type relationships, but they're not based on unconditional love. And I really think at the foundation of the course, of the whole Awakening course, the foundation of it, the foundation of the fourth stage, the foundation of your relationship to money, your foundation to the relationship with other people is all one word. It's love. And we don't all have that. The Awakening course is designed to get us to a state where we love ourselves, we love other people, and we do it unconditionally. This is a jump for most of us because, again, we have bargain relationships. We don't have loving relationships. We want to have an awakened relationship. And again, there's a bonus CD with the package called The Awakened Relationship.
I'm thinking of the naysayers.
Yeah.
What do you say to those naysayers? What do you say to those people who are out there who don't have the life they expected, who don't have those dreams? What do you say to them, Joe?
First of all, I feel for them. I feel for them because I've been there. I've gone through the struggle. I declared bankruptcy twice. I went through the homelessness, the poverty. I went through this whole long search of wanting to be an author and going through the decades-long experience of rejection after rejection. I was married for 20-some years. She has passed on. I've had to go through the grieving process. I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to be in struggle, and I know what it's like to go past it. I'm speaking to the people who want to hear this. It's very easy to sit at home and say, that doesn't work. It's not going to work for me. If you're happy with your life and you're happy saying that, so be it, go on with that road. But if you're sitting there and you're saying, I am not happy with my life and I am open to trying something new, then by God, get the Awakening course. Whether they go online, whether they call up the number that's on the screen, I don't care, but they have to take action. If they don't take action today, tomorrow's going to look a whole lot like today. If they're not happy today, they'll probably not be happy tomorrow. I'm on a mission to make a difference. The Awakening course, I've invested my heart, my soul, my money into this. I want people to get it because if they want to change, here's their chance.
Joe Vitale, best-selling author of The Attractor Factor and Zero Limits, whose speaking engagements and seminars are sellouts, who's been featured on covers of successful magazines, who's been seen on The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch and Larry King Live, and who's been featured in the movie and book The Secret, is now bringing his new program, The Awakening course, direct to you on this first-time special TV offer. This could be the most important step you ever take to get control of every part of your life. Whether it's money, love, a successful relationship, or financial freedom, Joe and his Awakening course will teach you in just a very short time how to love and enjoy your life even more. With the Awakening course, you will receive the lessons on easy-to-listen-to CDs, a simple-to-follow inspired action workbook, and the DVD of the Awakening course live. And by acting now, you will receive 2 extra special bonus CDs, The Awakened Relationship and The Awakened Millionaire. The entire Awakening course is yours for only $89.95. Turn your fears into personal power and life change. Get inspired. Pick up the phone and call, or even easier, go online to order, but order right now. Joe is so confident that the Awakening course will change your life so dramatically that he is now offering free shipping. The entire Awakening course, plus bonus CDs, free shipping, and a 30-day money-back guarantee make this the easiest decision you ever have to make. Be happy today. Order now.